To myself and as life goes on, no, I go hard, keep light bulbs on, call it impossible, but I like those odds. Died to Martin Luther King, had a dream, gave a speech, now a speech and a dream, everything to me. And Pappy the truth, that king in the booth with a mansion and coupe, got a ring to it. Everything stupid, don't name drop for attention. When his name drops, you don't hop, so no pack going off.
One's for the hunger, two's for the pain that now I'm immune to. When I'm cool with the change, feeling brand new like it's not a bruise on my frame. Losing ain't in my agenda, I'm refuting the claims. Losers and lanes should be truly ashamed. Fools with my brain, what you doing to the game? But I keep cool, continue to cruise in my lane, maneuvering smoothly till I'm through with the game. As far as I can see, it's still under construction. Just to keep it down the same feeling.
Alright, silent call is. It's Ed, you want to go first? Everybody ready? Round one. So the Slang Battle League is on point B. Let's get it, Rick Ball.
Battleground, the most hate-filled sport on the planet Earth. Boy, it's a shame I'm so good at this shit. Southern slang, I'm as good as it gets, and yet my peers underrate me. Some hate me because I won't dance around, but none can deny the fact is real and how I command the crowd. I never go through a round in silence. I gotta settle for interruptions. As soon as Camo say battle on my right, give it up for Pat B. It's like Satan waved you through your first two in his home. That's a hell of an introduction. A lot of niggas thought they had the best ratings until I came up. Y'all remember Pacino? Hottest line of that nigga battle was the one where he brought my name up. Y'all took that loss to both. But since that occurred, it's over. No one can fuck with me when I move. That's Virgin Mobile, which brings us to Asylum The Crow. A wannabe pro-black spiritual nigga. You can find him where the slave ships will be. I refuse to fall into any cage meant for me, but you were the first to let B-Time taste victory. That's proof of choices made pitifully. I mean this with every bit of me. You are the epitome of talent wasted. You wanted to see Pat? Now embrace this fact. You started rapping like the year I was born, nigga. Those first rhymes came before my first words formed, nigga. You had 16s months old when I was 16 months old. You could have dropped 16s by the 16 by the time I was 16 and none sold. If I had been here for as long as you, forget the passion, I quit the rapping. How you supposed to be a veteran if you never get shit to happen? You went from being in the huddle to being on the field. Played 4 quarters with no substitute. Built the line up strong but never scored. How a young player supposed to look up to you? He calls himself a god, yet he fits no legend. I've heard old heads say the only dope rappers in Arkansas with Pat be the truth is 607. I don't even know him, but you can't say you don't like him. Niggas who graduated with you compare me to your idols. Your kids got a high chance of being inspired by me. You fucking hypocrite. Accuse me of thinking I'm high and mighty, but you call yourself a god. Yet you are on Facebook begging people to pray for you to get a job. Fuck out of here, Gloria. He called himself a god. Like, when his hand stretched, it commands death. And we hype him up like he white and gold. I'll punch his ass till he black and blue. What color was that damn dress? And there's nothing wrong with self-awareness. I salute the pursuit of the truth and enlightenment Dorian tried to reach, though. Dorian about as lost as Dorian finding Nemo. See, folks, I battle Surreal J. Asylum said I was blessed by the reach guys. Well, tonight I'm equipped with the tech you can bet is going to reach guys. See, that's a reach for Asylum. But if it's not a reach to Asylum, it's proof that those last shots extended over his head to the god status out of reach to Asylum. Literally. I set the bar higher. Since I rep for the Ravens, they've been trying to see a starfire. No cyborg, just a young black man with a built-in cannon. Robbing rappers for their cash since I've been in rapping. The Teen Titan, real nice set, leaving beats destroyed. And with that green, I'm an animal. I always been a beast, boy. They say you're the best gamer in the league. I ain't far from Asylum. I plans to beat ass like Batman in Arkham Asylum. Think I'm a joker. No, sir. Pick a date. I'll wait until the late hours and don a black mask. Kill any rapper of his choosing, just a scarecrow. So many of these battlers two-faced and his choice ain't narrow. Then give him that death stroke. That's an assassin strike by sword, rifle, or knife. All hetero. Drag him to an ER, close the door behind me. Hook him up to a poison ivy to turn this gentleman ghost. Though the pain wasn't endless, when the dark night rises, I'll be the bane of his existence. Y'all remember the big old Gator and that Bloody Bird? We put an Asylum corpse in it too, but not to worry. I'll leave enough life left in it for last round. But y'all got to hurry. It's only 2 rounds left, nigga. Time.
Let's It's on Asylum The Crow. Let's get it. So it's like that lady bring the ball.
Hit squad! Last time I was in this building, me and Chip put on the battle for the ages. With me and Pat, it's more than a decent gap. It would seem it's a battle of the ages, but if you multiply the 10 steps ahead by the 10 years advantage, you easily find 100 reasons why this isn't even. So I'm here to remind y'all why you can't compare supreme to decent. This is the third nigga I've battled with bad vision. Fish-eyed fucker with all that mouth. I hope you brought real lines. Bass fishing. Endo pushed your buttons. You backed out. Bad business. Meanwhile, I was trying to shuttle cock over the net to your dame. Bad meeting. You have the longest replies in SSBL form. No debate. Thanks. Prime example as to why they didn't want to make it an open page. What, you type like 200 words a minute? As a secretary, you'd be legendary. We can see your presence, but we don't see your presence. You're destined to be unnecessary. Well, I'm here merely to speed that process up. I mean, why drag it out? I talked to Death. He gave me all the steps to make it happen now, but maybe those measures are too drastic. I at least have to fade them. This Tina Turner circle if I animate them. That was hard. I couldn't wait for the day me and this duck meet. Pate. Run his pockets. Take Patty's cake and his green. This St. Pat's Day. All jokes aside, I'm hoping I open eyes, provoke some minds to show them why the greatest rappers combo was the place you won't reside. Is Fuda here? No. That nigga ducked me to battle Freeze Keys. Tell him he better bring all. I studied Mike Tyson. No walking around me. I'm cutting that ring off. But I digress. Patricia, bitch, if you don't show respect, I'll slap it out of you. You too high on your own supply, but that open hand gonna bring you down a few. But your body language says you're not up to do all the shit you say you're down to do, but I know it's hard. You sticking your chest out to make your father Vega proud of you. Shouts out to him, because every time a baby is born, a man dies. So he gets my congratulations and my condolences at the same damn time. If I could sum up your style in one word, awful. You brought your team with you? That just means there's some hoes in this house. Brothel. Everybody in my complex kills, even the kids. Hostile. Who still thinks he got a chance to win? Me. Yeah.
Round two, it's on Pat B. Let's get it. So the Slang Battle League, bring your bars.
For round one, opinions are opinions, but insane asylum straight jacket, y'all should be fit for an insane asylum straight jacket. Asylum body me, asylum party me is like I'm too intricate, but don't try to downplay me. For this battle, I made 3 bullets fit for an asylum. That means every round crazy. He ain't bound to last round. I'm his teacher after the bell rang. He tardy on his first day at a new school. He ain't failed the class I'm in. You and your team veterans. You get the room yelling hit squad, so you think you come with the strongest? Those old dreams are relevant. Your longevity is evidence that you've been nothing the longest. Let a young nigga work. We make the moves now, city to city, state to state, all spots we about to pass. But some of our OGs with us believe asylum stuck on a rock like Alcatraz. That's a prison break. They say the Crow got a better pen than me. But he ain't won a clear battle so far. When you trying to tear a rapper open, only the weak would ever think to use a crowbar. But I'll humor you using you. Like this match, just start grilling his ass. Charcoal. Leave him stiff in the grass. One no. And a third, I'm reaping his sword. Diablo. You old and your rims washed up. Barso. What was asylum in the pen? What was asylum in the pen? Drop so. I crush asylum with the pen. You cockroach. Who think he got a chance to win? Hell no. Y'all slow. I'm sorry, but I got a damn pro for this craft. I was disappointed I illegally downloaded this trash. Spread my wings. And Asylum The Crow album. You nest on a strong branch, but your wings didn't soar, my nigga. You might have to go flap them. They asked me, what non-affiliate you like in the rock? I said, join your crew. That's it. I apologize for even doing that shit. With this trash, you ruined that pick. Your credibility is fading. Please dispose of that. As for your CD,
Just leave that alone.
please dispose of that. If they ask me what I want for Crow tomorrow, I tell them prosperity. I mastermind to see a peace and harmony. But during war, half the time I got half a mind to send half a mind to $1. Put your strap in her mouth. You'll see a peace and harmony. Sell your little girl to a child molester. I hope he peace and harmony. The other half of my other half of my niggas, with me at your throat. What is Crow gonna do? We know your foe don't shoot. If we ever caught you aiming, it's a foe don't shoot. You only flash and steal, but your foe don't shoot. So when me and this crew pull up and the foe don't shoot open, but you can afford, oh shoot. That ass when they coming in the crutches. It's a problem when you make the clicks of the nicest. I mean, it look good when you throw hashtag be there because we there on everything, but when you show up, you know what? Those the same old niggas you said you bring in one group and all those groups. I can see how the fleet meets. It's a good way to schedule things, but I'll fly off the top shelf and hit all that entertainment. That'll teach Crow to spread his wings. Getting ready for game day. I studied your game tapes, watched your gameplay. Your whole squad was so flawed, some flow hard, but their competition was up to no par. Like astrologists. Those stars. What's a war vet with no scars? I gotta spell it out for them. That's a flag on their plate. I don't care about no penalty when it's penalty, A-C-K-L-E, Asylum, Nova, bro. Fuck it. Anybody in a hit squad crew. I run through the whole line to show I hit squad too. Y'all remember the big homie Gator? In that plot he buried, we put a silent corpse in it too, but not to worry. I'll leave enough life left in it for last rounds. But y'all got to hurry. One left, nigga.
Time. Get up on now. Let's get it. Round 2. It's on the Asylum The Crow. Let's get it to the Slang Battle League.
When you named your team in the huddle, what was going through your mind? You're clearly not coordinated enough to be athletic. So, I guess that means you want to be surrounded by strong dudes all the time. Miss Bombshell, you supposed to be his wisdom. Help him make better decisions. Shit. For one, you could teach him how not to be so sensitive. For one, you could teach him how not to be so sensitive. I mean, it's clear who wears the pants and who the bitch is. I bet you come home from both jobs, run her bath water, rub her feet, cook, and do the dishes. But I digress. Versus me, Chip had a Batman scheme. It's kind of cool, but I gotta give it a reworking, so that's what I'm about to do. When that coin flipped, fate decided it was time to split your personality. Harvey Dent. Riddle me this. How's he hard when he hardly has the heart of Harley Quinn? When I first started banging in the trenches, in this plane you didn't even exist in, but now you're here, full of envy, which explains why I'm the bane of your existence. Scarecrow, how? Killer
All this cheerleading.
Scarecrow, how? Killer Crocker shit, depart from the lies, chump. I got them. Villainous bars, you're facing Arkham Asylum. Man. Say what?
Mine was better.
He said that his was better. That's alright. Yo. You facing Arkham Asylum. Hold on.
Hold it down.
You claim blood, right? No. You don't? Don't you be housing Payton Street?
I thought he was being so.
I thought it was bees up. We gonna see what they banging do.
Let's talk that shit.
Alright. Now, when you started claiming blood, were you quoted or were you blessed in? And if you were quoted, how many OGs were present? What language is Damu? Hold up. What language is Damu? Where's Taru Street? Who are the Brims? Who are the Denver Lanes? What does you be in me?
That's knowledge.
Okay. Well. What does you be in mean? Do you ride 5 or you spade tight? When's the last time you served a violation? Come on, Patrice. Time's a wasted. See, I'm not trying to expose you, Pat. I'm trying to mold you, Pat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to expose you, Pat. I'm trying to mold you, Pat. As an OG, I want you to develop. You gotta focus, Pat. Let me run that back. I'm not trying to expose you, Pat. I'm trying to mold you, Pat. You gotta know your facts no matter where you go with that. As an OG, I wanna see you do better. You gotta focus, Pat. Gang banging in 2015? No, Crow did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that.
All right, give it up for him now, give it up for him. Round 3, it's on Pat B. Let's get it to the Slang Battle League. Bring your balls.
This nigga's coming up. Mold you, Pat. I'm trying to. Nigga, I'm from Payton Street where niggas will still fold you at. Listen. You called me arrogant for doing the same things you do when you talk that online shit. Hypocritical rambling is what this man's vice is. Everybody think he can cook, but then see something right. Bad spices. I had a whole nation's love to see you drop gas prices. Time to land into punches to lead this man with concussions. I don't like food in there, but the third round got to be a savage production. You said you a leader of the free world. You a battling king? Papa Doc puts his brain through his pen, I'll put his head in his arms. Chopper rock. Optimus say I'm too young to reach my prime, I'm about to transform. Autobots, could I see myself on the label with Asylum? Probably not. But I put hard through his neighborhood just to shake this square up. That's how I rock the block. Break this lab rat's worldwide open. Introduce him to his fears, and the sound of his screams will be grim music to my ears. I wreck, do the key ingredients and killer flows. If Crow got one, can he use it right? SJ, we selling tickets to niggas' deaths. How about a slide of indie music night? See, I support the local talent, but they ain't hearing the advice, they ain't fitting me with stripes. If anybody wants the challenge, they need to be lyrically precise, which you are not. Otherwise, there's no competition. Let's change the angles. I like the labels, but I'll make it major. My city sleeps on dream chasers with a grand hustle. But we looking to double our cash money like it's the 1st and 15th. You can't butt us. It don't matter how many shots you take if you brick. Squad monopolies, outcasts, corporate thugs looking to be underground kings when they squander qualities. The goal is to rock nations with good music. Make it, influence the generation. It's popular because I said so. But for that glory boy, 300 shots of convict music makers and put a bad boy on death row. Those of us who survive, they call them out to the slaughterhouse where we Maybach music groups into a corner if they act shady. The aftermath is showing I'm ruthless, willing to put you in a scope just to show I'm the top dog till I'm finally famous and you can't slay me. Y'all see how I put on? I'm a soldier doing this job right until he fall. Laying in the bushes, I fire a camo. I said that wrong. I said, I'm a soldier doing this job right. If the league fall and land in the bullshit, I'm firing camo. They told me I got to fight. I knew for him, that's a lost fight. For him, the pass was going to be a vision test. That means it's on site. But I'm going to close in a space till you don't have a medium left. Just medium left with a strong right. You can call this hair auto-tune. It's going to give you the hook strong, and even if your song light. You can try to copy the code, catch a frostbite. I ain't got no love for battle rap. I'm just trying to advance for my home. I'm a stand-up guy, I could pass on the throne, but I came to school on a snow day. That means I'm in a class of my own. I put these pounds to Asylum.
Time. Get up on now. Round 3. He's on the side and gets his leg on they 3 balls.
Yo, as uninspired as I was for you, I had to make it 3 rounds. No matter how subpar, you survived thus far. Now's the time I start breaking you down. When we hear you rap, it's like taking the scenic route to a landfill. Tecmo Bowl versus rugby. We on two different playing fields. Tom Brady, yes, this old cannon is slaying steel. Championship, this trample get trampled to bits. Now his movements at a standstill. You have an extensive vocabulary with no idea how to properly manage. Wasting bated breath, I should sue for intellectual property damage. You write round after round with meaningless banner, then rap rapidly, as if we can't see through the clamor. All your punches are phantom. The way you scheme is just slander, rhyming Pizza Hut with Pizza Hut. When we know you have ridiculous grammar. This nigga said, he said I get my ass whooped. But we all know truthfully that Master Anderson would never land a hand on Bruce Lee. Like water, I'm shapeless, formless. I can fit into any fixture, but your flows backwards as the Mississippi rivers. Currently, my wave is riding right along with the tides. Laws of inertia are in motion. You might want to decide on the side of this room you want your head to roll when that gatter bang, particularly at your temple, hit your mental. Now you scatterbrain. Your wife try to jump in and save you. She getting clapped too. I ask Essence for forgiveness, then hit bombshell with shrapnel. I'll be on KT. I'll be on KT roof, all black to attack you with a mask, gloves, couple of tools in the belt, bat suit. For this type of task, there's no need to amass troops. I do my dirt all by my lonely. Foolproof precision ensures that there isn't a snafu. The animals out the cage, enraged, panic now. The smell of fear is intoxicating as I dash through the crowd. Next day, the headlines read that a tiger ambushed a child. Pick the bones clean, so who's the fool when this man versus wild? Thought Lord would be merciful? You're undoubtedly wrong. King of kings, and you should bow to the throne. I was born, he was sworn, that's undoubtedly shown. I'm the sharpest thing in the rock. That sword in the stone.
Alrighty, give it up for him now, give it up for him now.